What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns climbing back upon Mount Soapbox for another rant. Today, we are doing a sequel of a rant I did about a month or so back. And we also discussed this in the ACG International podcast. Over on ACG, Carrick's channel, he is one of the best reviewers for video games, AAA, indie games. He is the absolute best when it comes to reviewing games. And if you're looking for a place to go that does excellent reviews, check out Carrick's channel, ACG. And while you're at it, check out the International podcast, which I am part of. We discussed a lot of things. We talked about Dishonored 2, the PlayStation 4 Pro, and we also, near the end, touched up a little bit on this topic of today's rant video, which is, of course, the Nintendo Classic. Now, I did a rant about the Nintendo Classic about a month ago, as I mentioned, and I'm not going to discuss everything that I talked about in that video, except for one thing. The Zapper. Yes, thank you everybody for letting me know that the Zapper does not work with HD TVs. It would still be cool, though, if Nintendo found a way to make the Zapper work with HD TVs, so we could have been able to play Duck Hunt as part of the new Nintendo Classic. So there you go. The more you know. All right, so let's talk about this, shall we? Now, Nintendo announced several months ago that they were going to release the Nintendo Classic, or the Nintendo Classic Mini, whatever it's called, and there was a lot of fanfare. A lot of people, including myself, were very, very excited about it, despite some issues I had in my rant video. Now, this is the thing. You think that Nintendo would have anticipated large sales this holiday season because of the NES Classic. Because a lot of us gamers have been gaming our whole lives. And the Nintendo NES was one of the first consoles I played on when I was a kid. So you think, because everyone is all about nostalgia and consuming the member berries these days, that Nintendo would have been prepared for what transpired on Friday when it officially went on sale. As usual, they weren't. I guess they had their numbers lower than planned. Whether that's intentionally or unintentionally remains to be seen. But anyways, the Nintendo Classic is completely sold out everywhere. You can't find it. It doesn't matter where you go, whether it's Best Buy or Amazon or wherever. It's sold out. And, of course, this caused a lot of backlash. And in response, Nintendo said this on their Twitter page. Nintendo Entertainment System NES Classic System is a hot item, and we are working hard to keep up with consumer demand. There will be a steady flow of additional systems throughout the holiday shipping season and into New Year. Please contact your local retailers to check availability. Okay, so the good news is there will be more NES Classics coming to shelves, hopefully sooner rather than later before the end of the holiday season. Now, the big appeal is obviously nostalgia, the fact that it's a very cheap little console / emulator that looks like a smaller version of the NES. It was for sale for only $60, and it comes with 30 preloaded games. Some of them are classics, like the Super Marios, including Super Mario Bros. 2. I like Super Mario Bros. 2, but absolutely love Super Mario Bros. 3. One of my favorite games of all time. Zelda, the OG original Zelda. And there's some crappy games that are part of that 30-game collection as well. So, anyways, obviously you think that this would have been something that people would want as a stocking stuffer, something to give to fellow gamers and family members as a gift for the holiday season. So you think that having plenty of NES Classics on the shelves of Best Buy, Target, GameStop, etc. would have been a no-brainer for Nintendo, but obviously not, because there is this supply versus demand issue that has transpired. And a lot of people are not happy at all, myself included. Now, some people were smart enough to pre-order it. I meant to, but I never got around to it. You know how it is. But some people, unfortunately, have also taken advantage of this. Now, this is where I take issue from both points of view. For one thing, at the end of the day, it's Nintendo's fault, whether they intentionally or unintentionally did this in order to create this issue, this trending topic on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube as well, regarding the demand for the NES Classic. Another thing is people are trying to make a quick buck. And you know what? If you want to go and you want to spend a ridiculous amount of money to get your hands on the NES Classic right now, that's your prerogative. It's your money. But people are still taking advantage of the situation. They pre-ordered some NES Classics. They put them on eBay. And over on the eBays, guess what? It's ranging from, what, $200 to, I think even some, all the way up to $5,000. People are actually spending just to get their hands on this $60 emulator. That's crazy. I mean, whatever happened to patience? It's a virtue. But anyways, like I said, I mean, I do have a little issue with that, but at the same time, it's kind of like it takes two to tango. So if people want to make a few bucks off of the first editions of the NES Classic and someone's willing to pay for it, well, that's between those two. My main issue is, of course, with Nintendo, whether they did this intentionally or unintentionally. And I think that, seriously, all the signs should have been there, Nintendo. The fact that, you know, a huge chunk of the gaming community played the NES once upon a time, absolutely loved the Super Marios, Zelda, etc. And, you know, $60 compared to some of the current-gen consoles, which range from $300 to $400, is cheap. And this isn't a situation where it's a new console that just came out. It's not day one for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or Wii, where you would expect shortages. This is an old system. Well, a small mini version, an emulator of an old system with some very popular games on it. And the price tag alone should have been representative of how high demand this particular item was going to be throughout the holiday season. And Nintendo should have planned accordingly. But you know what's sad? This is nothing new for them. They always do this. In fact, I think I read something on IGN, or was it GameSpot, where they're only going to ship out, maybe like 2 million units at the beginning for the Switch in 2017. And I mean, I realized the Wii U didn't do so well, but there's a pretty high demand for the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I find this entire thing to be absurd. Nintendo should have done a better job anticipating, you know, how many people were going to purchase the NES Classic, and they should have planned accordingly. And there should be, you know, shelves stocked with NES Classics right now. Well, maybe not completely stocked by today, Sunday, but there should still be a few on the shelves left. Not completely sold out day one. I mean, that's pretty piss poor planning in my opinion. But be patient. If you really want a Nintendo Classic like I do, there will be more to come within the next few weeks, hopefully. So just, you know, keep your eyes on what's happening at Best Buy and GameStop, Walmart, Target, etc., Amazon. And sooner rather than later, the NES Classics will be back up for sale. They'll no longer be sold out, and you'll be able to purchase your very own NES Classic. You don't have to go drop $200 or $2,000 on eBay. Just a little patience goes a long way. Plus, you know, it's a lot better for your pocketbook. And if you have a rant suggestion for a future episode of my rant series, be sure and send it my way via the comment section below, Twitter, Facebook, or email, GeauxBurns@gmail.com.